What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone for a match reaction. Juve won, Roma won. A game that we needed to win. The pressure was on. Some result went our way. Some result forced us to win that game, and we didn't respond. It's the same thing. And I wasn't surprised. I think many of you probably will be surprised because a lot of you, I don't know what people expected with Tudor coming in because it's the same group of players and it's the same issues. It's yet another draw. It's yet another lead that we give away. This is who we are. That's it's a sad reality. It is what it is, and what makes it worse is that towards the end, when you are actually in control of that game, because Roma were piss poor today, I need to see Savona come in instead of a Conceição to try to win that game. That's just extremely sad. It's actually a very sad time to support this club, and everything with this club right now is just wrong. Like on so many levels, it's wrong. However, I'll try to find something positive in it. The result is not positive, obviously, but maybe we can touch on certain things. Before we do that, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about yet another draw. Okay, so the positives. I think the positive is that we gave away basically nothing again. The Kalulu block in the first half, and then the goal. Another set piece. We're terrible at defending set pieces. We're horrendous at taking set pieces, and that's basically it. You play the Roma team who were just really bad today. They had nothing to offer for 90 minutes, to be honest. I thought Kalulu had a very good game. I thought Vega was okay and Kelly. But then again, Roma didn't really put any pressure throughout those 90 minutes on that backline, really, with some small, instances. And Kalulu cleared most of that up, basically. So that's maybe positive. Maybe the first 20 minutes, we tried to press intensively and we tried to win the ball back and it worked. Obviously, we were not going to keep up with that for 90 minutes. It's impossible. It's impossible for a team that's well drilled, let alone for a team that has not been doing that all season. And those were basically the positives, I think. Other than that, it's the same issues. It's the same issues. Attackers are not involved. Yildiz is not involved in play. Vlahovic is absolutely abysmal. It's actually unbelievable that he got the start after the Genoa game and that he could stay on for so long. Gonzalez tries, but man, his touches, his weight of passes, his decision making is so bad. It's so bad, man, and it messes up so many opportunities, potential chances. Excuse me, it's just hella frustrating to watch. Thuram, I thought Thuram had a very good game, and that's about it. I mean, I don't know what we should take from this game. Again, I don't like the pressure is on Tudor. Because the pressure should be on, because we sacked the coach with 9 games to go, because you believe he was not getting top 4, and you believe the new guy, Tudor, was getting top 4. So the pressure is on Tudor naturally because of the club, so you need to deliver. And today, we didn't deliver. We needed to win. We cannot celebrate a point in the situation we're in right now. It's an absolute no-go. It's a no-go. And still, I've seen the moment the game finished, journalists coming out saying, "Oh, it's much improved." It's that like, if we need to praise this, then come on. I'm not gonna sit here and praise hard work and intensity and effort. Like those are the bare minimum things. Even if you have that, and we had that potentially throughout that game in spells, it still ended up in nothing. A point. We had so many points this season. That's the reason we're in this mess, So again, it's the same players. Nothing was gonna change. I don't expect anything to change, me personally, and I was not expecting anything from this game. And at the end, a point is a point. It's deserved. We hit the crossbar. They hit the post. They had one good chance, and that's it. It's a fair point for both teams. It was a dull. It was a pointless second half, completely, in my opinion. Besides Roma, equalizing, and then when you quote unquote are in control and you feel like Roma were not going to do anything, not that we are going to do anything, but you have opportunity to basically show some intent and put in a Conceição who is not the most clean player, but he will create some chaos or something, and you put in Savona. I'm like, come on, man. This is Juve. Like, this is who we are right now. We are one of the biggest clubs in the world, factually, one of the most successful clubs ever. And this is what we need to watch. These are the decisions we need to look at. These are the players we should rate and praise. And I mean, I cannot do this anymore. It's frustrating to watch, because yeah, it's like the style Tudor, and I appreciate what Tudor tries to do. He makes it very simple, is straightforward, passing, one touch, two touch, forward. So I appreciate that he makes it much easier. But even then, it's frustrating to watch. And the thing he needs to fix is the attackers. They're not in play. Yulis doesn't get in the right areas in play. Gonzalez messes up a lot of things, so that's probably on him as well, or like on Nico himself. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what to take away from that game. Other than we dropped 2 points. That's the only thing I can take away from that game, because there's also like there's nothing where I can say, oh, we can build on that. Maybe the first 20 minutes, maybe, but I don't know how you build on that, because it's impossible to sustain that. So I'm not sure how you build on that. Maybe build on that by taking the lead in the first 20 minutes or so. Maybe that's it. But other than that, it's, I don't know. We opened a lot of spaces in midfield, and that's where it stops. I thought Thuram did well in opening up spaces and running with the ball in spaces and opening up play, but then it stops. It's again the same thing. The wingers not knowing what to do, not getting involved way too deep, making the wrong decisions. So it's the same thing. I don't feel sorry for Tudor. I don't feel sorry at all for these players, but it's, you're in the top four right now, I think, based on something. But Bologna play Napoli, and it's not a given that Napoli will beat Bologna. Bologna are a very good team. Roma are still 3 points off. I think Lazio are 1 or 2 points off. Okay, Atalanta are in free fall. The only game they won in the last, 8 is against us, and they smashed us. But Fiorentina are still there, and we needed to win. We needed to win, because this game, like, after watching that game, I cannot comfortably say we're going to beat Lecce and Parma and Monza, because I think those are the next 3 games. You should be beating them. But based on what I've seen today, I can still not comfortably say we're going to do that, because I wasn't impressed. Not that I was expected to be impressed, with Tudor being here for 2 weeks and the same players. I'm not. But if the club believes we're still getting at top 4 with that change, then I need to try to be impressed what I've seen, and I'm not impressed. Sorry, that's just me. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you think. Were you impressed? Were you happy? I don't know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow. Ciao.